Shalom. I want to start by giving all the praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Rakakwadash. Double honors to my teachers, the elder apostles of the great millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect tabernacle of David, scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. And that being the year 2021, year of hastening the day of the Lord, you can see things are kicking into full gear. Things are moving pretty quick. And to quote Revelation 11 and 14, it says, "The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe come quickly." And this clip, which is posted by RT, shows that Persia is they're getting sick and tired of the game, so they're trying to flex right now. Their military strength, and you know, we've been hearing the rumors for a while that the U.S. along with Zionist Israel plan on waging war against Iran, which there's already been a proxy war going on with the Iranian forces by way of the little proxies that you see happening in Syria and places like that, Yemen, and I believe recently you just had airstrikes by the Israelis upon the regime forces of Syria a couple of days ago. You had 50 plus Syrian regime forces that got killed, and you also had some Iranian backed soldiers as well. Okay, so that's an attack on Iran. Not to mention what they're doing in Yemen. All right, and then recently Pompeo just came out and pretty much said that Al Qaeda just moved its new home straight to Iran, Persia. So when they accuse you of being the home of terrorism, Esau's coming for you. All right, but Iran is not going to continue to be backed into a corner without flexing. Not only that, but they also have a superpower that's a guard unto them, and that being the Russians. All right, which you read that in Ezekiel the 38th chapter, that Russia is going to have to be a guard into Persia as well as those other Islamic countries. Predominantly in North Africa. All right, but anyway, I'll play this clip. All right, so you can look at it, and then I'm gonna get a scripture. It's not gonna be a long video, but it's just a update. All right, of World War III drums beating. 'Cause that's basically what's going on, man. This is basically the drums are beating. The countdown is being set for World War III, which is the War of Armageddon spoken of at Revelation the 16th chapter, also known as the Valley of Jehoshaphat in Joel the second chapter and the third chapter. All right, so without further ado, we'll just play the video. So as you can see, they pretty much are flexing their muscle, because they're getting sick and tired of being bullied, being provoked, being attacked, and it's mainly by their main antagonizers, which are Zionist Israel, the Israelis, which are Amalekites, and they have help, they have backup from the U.S., which is a major superpower in the earth. So right now, you know, they have no choice. They have to get ready for the inevitable, because we know that this war is going to be imminent. Okay, and not too long ago, you had a U.S. bomber mission over the Persian Gulf, and that kind of raised their antennas as well. So they're already expecting that something's going to have to happen. The Israelis, they want to move in, they want to attack. You type in Israeli airstrike Syria, which just happened about almost a week ago. You can see the list of videos of people discussing it. It says right here, this minister says Israel may attack Iran if U.S. re-enters nuke deal. So they preparing themselves, because if Biden get in there, he's more than likely going to reinforce the same deals and policies that Barack Obama had done. So because of that, Israel may get upset about that, and they're gonna try to take it upon themselves to attack Iran. But Iran, they're just not your average little uh country. Okay, these are the Persians we're talking about. All right, this is the reason why they haven't really been taken down. They're one of the major Middle Eastern Islamic countries that have not been taken down. They've been able to hold their own against those neighboring Islamic countries that they've had war with. And Israel been having a hard time with them. But anyway, and you can see why. You saw what you saw what you just saw in this clip. That's just a prime example, man. Okay, they have a sophisticated military. All right, so let me go to Joel real quick, and this is all prophecy. This is Joel 3 verse 9. And it says, "Proclaim you this among the Gentiles, prepare war." And that's what's happening. The Lord is getting them prepared for this final world's war, in which nobody's gonna win but Yahweh Shai and Israel, the true Israelites. Right? Because we have no part in this war. But at the end, when Yahweh Shai and Michael the Archangel come through, they're gonna steal the war from everybody else. All right. And they all are gonna get ran through. All right. It's gonna be it's that war that's gonna happen in the heaven is not gonna be fair. Okay. Brothers been seeing chariots. Yeah, me and my woman, we saw chariots on our way to the door last night, man. Seeing the chariots everywhere. Um, the brother Manatazak in the LA camp, GMS Get This Work. He's been doing videos on the chariots. And hey, man, you're not gonna be able to hold a candle to the power that the Lord's coming with and His angels. But nevertheless, the Lord got y'all preparing for war with each other. All right, because He's gonna lead you into this whole region that you all are being gathered for that final war, man. The battle of Armageddon. All right, because the Lord's gonna lead you there so He can plead with you for His people. All right, that's what it tells you that in Isaiah the 34th chapter, that He's gonna do that for the controversy of Zion. You read up above, this is Joel 3 and 1. It says, "For behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem." And we in the process of the Lord turning back our captivity. We getting ready to be delivered. So this is why all these things are taking place, because the Lord's getting ready to take us up out of here. But He got to deal with these nations who played a part and were all confederate with one another to keep us from our heritage. You see? So they got to pay for what they've done. It says, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, which means Yahweh Shaphat, the Most High judgment, and will plead with them near for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations. And we're scattered. When the nation of Israel as a whole are not in the land. Majority of us are over here on in the Western Hemisphere, and then you also got numbers of us scattered in other regions on the other side of the world, and in pretty much in every continent there's Israelites, right? It says, and have imparted my land, and that's mainly Esau and Ishmael. You got some remnants of Cush over there. They all got our land in their possession, like it tells you in Ezekiel the 36th chapter. It says, and they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for an harlot, and sold a girl for wine that they might drink. And that's going into the history of what they've done. And when we were all sold, they were buying us and selling us, for these different goods. Turn our men into harlots, into homos, sold our women. Okay. And that's in the history. Uh, Verse 4, it says, yeah, and what have you to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coast of Palestine? The Hamites and the Ishmaelites. Will you render me a recompense? And they all were complicit in the transatlantic slave trade. Okay, and if you can recompense me swiftly and speedily, will I return your recompense upon your own head. All right, and let me jump down to verse 9, and it says, proclaim you this among the Gentiles, prepare war. Wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. And that's pretty much what Iran is doing in this clip right here. All right, they're letting Israel and the U.S. know that hey, we got strength. We ain't gonna let you just come over and just you're not gonna do us like you did Iraq. All right, you're not gonna come over here and do us like you did Yugoslavia or Libya. You know, we're not Yugoslavia, we're not Libya. Even though they've been taking, you know, punches from the other side, getting their oil tankers taken from them, allowing U.S. forces to troll them in their own territory of the Persian Gulf, and they would always threaten to shut down the Straits of Hormuz, but never do it. Eventually, Lord's gonna have to, put that courage into them to finally just say enough is enough, because they've been picking at the ram for a minute now. Well, hey, you're showing that you got strength. Well, hey, better y'all better get ready, because this devil, he's gonna go to full. He gonna go the whole mile with you, man. All right, he's losing his power right now, so the only thing left for him is war. All right, but anyway, this is what's going down. All right, and hey, we got to continue to watch as well as pray. All right, and these things are unfolding the way prophecy said it would. The Lord said there should be wars and rumors of wars. Okay, and we're in that time. It's about to be war in Babylon the Great. All right, but we already know what it is, man. So we got to just stay circumspect, be cautious. All right, and the Lord's gonna do His thing, man. He's gonna work His work. All right. So anyway, I'm trying not to be too long with it. I just want to report on this. Hopefully, this is edifying. Give all praise to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. To the next lesson, Shalom.